morning, people. Today we're going to go through how the 2015 Mazda 2 SkyActiv performs right after I bought it in roughly around July. Maybe going to briefly share it with you, my experience with this car, mainly on the handling, how this car drives, how is the fuel consumption in the city and highway driving, and what are the little things that you have to watch out for in this car. It's gonna rain, so it's very dark outside, very heavy rain. Okay, never mind, we're gonna catch a breakfast now, and meanwhile I'm gonna share with you about my experience. Yeah, I got this car in July. Already clocked like 8,000 kilometers on it within these 2 months. Depending on your usage, I think it's fairly medium. It's not too high or not too low usage, because I use it as my daily driver. Of course, as a daily driver, I need a very reliable car. How this car drives, coming from the Honda City, the way this car compares the Honda City is that, of course, the Honda City is a CVT, and driving a CVT, the difference is that, of course, it's slightly louder. The transmission is slightly louder, but the good thing about CVT is the torque kicks in early. The power comes in early, right? Well, whereas in contrast, comparing to this car, right? This car accelerates linearly, slowly accelerates, but not to say it doesn't have any power. It has the power, but if you're driving in a city driving, you don't, because it always goes and brakes, right? Goes and brakes. So this car actually accelerates linearly. It won't use up a lot of fuel. This is part of the settings that they have for this car. But if you need the power, you can push on the accelerator very hardly, and the power comes in. The driving profile, dynamics, everything changes rapidly. It will give you the power that you need, just like the manual transmission first gear. Yeah, that's the power, because this is a 680 compared to a CVT. And the handling, the power steering, really very, very light. High-speed cruising, the steering is really easy to handle. Give me one moment, I have to go to the left. Right, let's continue. Yeah, on the fuel consumption, right? I'm getting about, combined city driving and highway driving, I'm getting about 7.2 to 7.3 liters per 100 kilometer. So I've joined the Mazda 2 group, and I've seen some even go as low as 4.9 or 3.6 liters per 100 kilometers. Honestly, I don't know how they do it, but yeah, from my experience, yeah, this is the fuel consumption that I get in the city driving combined with the highway driving, occasional highway driving. They must be very light-footed. In translation, the full tank, right? The full tank. If you pump RON 95, it will roughly take you around, if I were to left around 2 small bars on this dashboard here, right? It will take me around 63 ringgit for the current price of one ringgit 90. Sorry, yeah, RON 95. RON 95 is 1 ringgit 68 cents, roughly that. And RON 95, it will take me around 78 to 79 ringgit. Like the price of RON 97 would be 1 ringgit 90-ish cents. So roughly that, 95 or 97 cents. Right, that will take me around 78 ringgit. And this car is very smart actually. It can detect the type of fuel they're going to use and adjust the mileage, how far you're going to go accordingly. For RON 95, I will get around 560 kilometers per full tank, and RON 97 will get around 650-ish. So that's an extra about 100 kilometers if I were to use RON 97. Very smart, really. This car is very smart, and the mileage predicted is very, very accurate. You will get roughly there, plus minus 5 kilometers. The little things about this car. 1 month into I got this car, I start to notice the the Mazda 2, they have this what we Chinese call 毛病, right? Means the little things that annoys you. The steer, I don't know whether it's the mechanical of this car. The engine is excellent, but the mechanical part of this car, the steering rack, I think that's what they spell it out in the forum. The steering rack, the absorber linkage, and the absorber bearing. So mine was the left absorber bearing starts to give off some look sound. The very common amongst this generation of Mazda 2. That's the problem with the steering rack, the absorber, that portion. Once I replace that, it's not that very expensive. It's 80 ringgit parts and plus labor like 80 ringgit. I got it from the Burma's Jelotong. Got it replaced, and so far the sound is, you don't hear the sound when you go over bumps or you just turn the steering. You don't hear that anymore. I really hope that Mazda really improve this part. I think they have. I might be wrong. I didn't go and experience the 2020 version of the Mazda 2. And the other small thing, you might have heard the rattling on my left seatbelt portion. I think along this video you might have heard that. I haven't turned on my radio, and might occasionally heard that rattling noise. But the weird thing is, if two person would sit in this car, driver side and passenger side, the noise will not be there. So I think this is just a slight misalignment of the interior, its plastics, and caused the rattling. But that's not really a very annoying factor. Other than that, I don't really see a lot of issues with this car, except that you have to, every week you have to wash this car. But if you don't wash, just give it a wipe, because of the paint, the high gloss paint. It really very easily get dirty, and especially during rainy days, you wouldn't want to see your car fill up with mud, the grime from the road. Very very painful to watch. So especially when you look at a car very dirty, give it a wipe every week. This is a routine every week. I think that's about it for this car. I've also almost reached my breakfast. If you like this content, give my channel a subscribe and turn on the notification to receive any new videos. We're gonna see you in the next video then. Bye bye.